Hi guys and welcome. When it comes to living on campus, it's generally not quite as great as most students think that it's going to be. That's because there's so much pressure going on from all angles, whether it's from parents or teachers, friends or courses, and that's not all that's causing stress. There's also that student loan debt. If you check the research, you'll find that as many as 1 in 4 Americans are living with student loan debt. That means approximately 44.7 million Americans in all, and there's a total of about $1.53 trillion in debt. Alongside that, most American students are still living with somewhere around $37,000 in student loan debt, which means people who are still in school, those who have just graduated, and those who have graduated as much as a decade or more ago. So, what do? It can be harder than you might think just to get through a normal day and normal life as a high school student. But the truth is, there are some ways that you can help yourself when it comes to those student loans. A side job or a part-time job could be just what you need, as long as you make sure it's going to fit into the schedule you have for yourself. 1. Dog walker. This is a great thing that you can do whenever you have time. You can set up your schedule based on when you have free time, and you can work with people in your area. If you're the type of person who really loves dogs, this is a great way to spend time with them. That means you're going to have a way of de-stressing, and you could be making money too. It all depends on just how many dogs you can get. And you don't have to spend a lot of time and effort finding them either. With all the different websites out there, you can just create a profile and let people know just when you're available. Once you get that first job and some good reviews, you're going to be off and running. You don't have to go with just dog walking either. There are other services that you can sign up to do when it comes to dogs. Maybe you want to board them or watch them during the day while their owners are away. Or you might want to just stick with the walking. It's up to you, but you can make more money the more you do. 2. Babysitting. If you're good with kids, then you can absolutely get jobs that let you spend time with them. Similar websites to the ones for dogs also exist for those who would love to spend their free time working with children and playing games. There are actually a number of people who need babysitters, whether on a regular basis or on a part-time or occasional basis. Get to know some of your fellow students or others in your neighborhood and offer your babysitting services to them. Create profiles on different sites and babysit for new people. You'll be able to set your rates and you can work with people that you want. There are definitely plenty of opportunities, and if you work with people on your own, you might be able to set your own rates rather than being stuck with the going rate on some of the websites. 3. Freelance Writing. Writing is definitely a good way for you to earn some money, and you can choose the topics that you want to write about. There are thousands upon thousands of different websites out there, and each of them needs someone to write the information on their pages. Those blogs need people to write their posts as well. So, how are they going to get that content? Some of them write it themselves, but a lot of them choose to hire someone. Depending on the topics that you have an understanding of, and the blogs that you can get involved with, you can absolutely make some great money. You just need to know how to sign up with some of the different sites out there, and then you need to make sure you're reaching out to blogs and more. You might be able to get in on some of the high-paying sites that are upwards of $100 for a single post. With some agencies, you might be able to get more work, but you may also need to pay attention to things like the agency fees when you're getting started. You might end up with a lower rate in the long run, so make sure that you look into the good and the bad about each option. 4. Brand ambassadors. Do you have a brand that you absolutely love? If you do, then you're going to want to take a closer look at this option. You might be able to get paid to hand out their stuff, or you could get paid to promote them on your social media and other areas. You can actually get free product, and in some cases, you can get paid money as well as those free products just to talk about a brand that you like. It might be a type of commission or a flat rate. 5. Rideshare driver. Do you want to make some money in your free time and have a car of your own? Well, then this might be the best way to go about it. Sign up with rideshare companies and take on fares. You'll have to take people from one location to another in your vehicle, and that may increase your insurance, but you'll get paid for it as well. You need to be at least 21, and you may have to have a newer vehicle in order to join these types of services. Lyft and Uber each have their own requirements, so you'll want to take care that you're meeting all of the requirements before you sign up, or try to. Either way, you can earn some money during your free time, and you're definitely going to have some fun with the process. You will need to work on weekends and during the evenings, but you can decide when you want to be available and when you don't. 6. Take surveys. This is not a good way to make a lot of money all at once, but you can earn a little bit at a time, and if you're not doing anything else, why not give it a try? You definitely don't have anything to lose. Pinecone Research is one website that offers as much as $3 per survey, and you can cash out in cash, or you can get gift cards and more. Other survey websites may pay more or less. Just keep in mind that the more you're going to get for those surveys, the harder it's likely going to be to get approved. Some surveys have strenuous requirements, or the site might have strong rules. If you agree to take surveys on your phone, or you use a number of different sites at the same time, you're going to set yourself up for more success and more money. Just make sure you're keeping track of all those different places. It's going to take time to get anywhere, but you can absolutely make something. 7. Tutor others. If you're really good at a subject, you may want to take a look at the opportunities to be a tutor yourself. You might want to tutor others in your classes, or you might want to go to an elementary or middle school or even a high school and tutor some of those students. You may be able to earn as much as $25 per hour to be a tutor, or you might even be able to charge more if you know some more obscure subjects. If you have a good variety of skills, you may be able to tutor several different subjects. That's going to give you even more opportunities to work with different students, and you will have the opportunity to make more money. What's really great about this is you don't need to have any additional training in order to get started. To be a teacher, you need some training. To tutor, you don't. Even many of the agencies that you could go through won't require a lot of training outside of having knowledge in the subject. If you decide to advertise your services entirely on your own, however, you'll be hired by people who already know you don't have training. You get to decide when you want to work and set a schedule that fits in with your school schedule and any other job that you might have. You also get to decide how many people you want to work with, and you can set your own rates. That's going to make your potential for earnings a whole lot better. 8. Create websites. Do you know coding and how to develop your own website? Well, then you can absolutely do great creating website for others too. You'll be able to work with other people in your classes who might want to start a website, or you can market your services to different businesses in the area. Smaller businesses are less likely to have a website already, but you might need to put in some effort to convince them just why they need that website. Reach out to anyone that you can and let them know how your services can help them and why they need to get online as soon as possible. 9. Be a social media marketer. Are you really good at social media and getting people engaged? Maybe you have an easy time getting people to read your posts or click on a link that you share. If that's the case, then you should absolutely look at writing social media content for other businesses and running their social media marketing campaigns. These jobs are actually really fun for anyone who loves social media, and they can also pay pretty well at the same time. You may be able to set your own pay rate, and you can work with brands or companies that you like, or you can reach out to local businesses that might be able to do well with social media. 10. Personal shopper. If you want to help others, another way you can do it is as a personal shopper, running errands, or you could deliver meals with services like DoorDash or Uber Eats. These are great websites that also allow you to pick up work whenever you want, and you get paid a fee just for picking up an order and dropping it off. You just need to meet some basic qualifications, and you'll be able to get the job. That's definitely a great way to improve your income. What's really great is that there are a number of different websites that let you do these types of things, and you may even be surprised just how many services you can sign up with and make some money with too. You just need to be able to schedule things in between the other things you're doing throughout the day, like going to classes and taking care of your family. 11. Professional mover. You don't really have to be a professional in order to be a mover. You could just sign up with a service through your school, or you could reach out to people who might be in need of someone to help them move. What's really great is you could get paid upwards of $100 or even upwards of $200 to help someone move to a new house or even a new dorm. It depends on where you live and what kind of moving you're actually doing. Now, you need to be willing and able to do a whole lot of heavy lifting, and you may need to have a vehicle that you can use to haul boxes. Not to mention, you're going to need to be available when someone actually needs you, which can be a little bit harder. Just make sure you're advertising your services, and you might be surprised what you end up with. 12. Virtual assistant. If you're good at things like booking trips, making phone calls, keeping things organized, or taking notes, then you can absolutely be a great virtual assistant. These people make a whole lot of money, and you can work with some really interesting people as well. The downside here is that you may have trouble fitting this type of work in around your current job. Often people want a virtual assistant who is going to be there for them at any time of the day, during normal business hours, which means you may be limited in who you can actually help. Some sites where you can get a good start, however, are Upwork and Fiverr. 13. Bartender. If you're at least 21 and you know how to mix up some of the most popular drinks, you may be able to make good money moonlighting as a bartender. You just need to be able to do the work, and that's not going to be for everyone. No matter where you work, you can make some good tips. That's especially true on the weekends when more people are heading out on the town. Make sure you find a place that pays decent and that has enough clientele that you should be able to make some good money in tips. If you find the right jobs, you're going to have a whole lot of benefits, and you'll definitely be paying off those loans quick. That's it for now. On our website, you can find more posts and podcasts as well as calculators and other financial tools. Know more ways to make money in college? We would love to know your thoughts, so feel free to share them with us in the comments below. I hope you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel to get the best financial videos for free.